would return to the land.
I don't know why he gets so worked up.
That will never change.
That was quite obvious.
Show me your wares.
And no darkness. And so he set himself between his brothers.
Where's Zardos?
He's gone. And he left these demonic beings behind in his tower. I think he doesn't want anyone sniffing around his tower in his absence.
Where did he go?
He didn't say. He only asked me to give you this letter from him. I read it. Sorry, I was curious.
And?
No idea. I didn't understand a word, man. But one thing's clear to me. We won't see him again anytime soon. I think things just got too hot for him, and he headed for the hills.
myself.
Teach me how to fight.
I can train you to use a one-handed sword,
That doesn't surprise me.
but you're not good enough yet to wield a two-hander. I don't waste my
Hardly know
time
what
with
to believe
beginners.
these days. You never would have thought of that. That's all just gossip. I never knew that.
Come back once you've had more experience.
Is it really true?
You've become...
It's a bad business. That doesn't surprise me. Bad business.
I used to say that myself.
Why get so worked up?
I've got a few dragon scales for you.
Genuine dragon scales. Here's your gold.
That's the first I've heard of it. That doesn't surprise me.
It had to happen sooner or later.
Don't say you didn't know that. Nothing amazes me anymore. That's not what I heard.
Been there, done that.
I knew that would be a problem. Do you really believe that? That doesn't surprise me.
You don't have to tell me that.
That's been known a long time.
Just listen to him talk.
It was quite obvious.
Has anything happened in the meantime?
My wife has disappeared. At first, I didn't notice it at all, and suddenly she was gone. I suspect she fled to the woods to get away from the field raiders. Do me a favor. If you find her, bring her back to me safe and sound.
Hey, you! What are you doing here in the wilderness?
I couldn't take it anymore on Sekob's farm. Sekob threw one hissy fit after another. In the end, one couldn't talk to him at all. All he would do was yell. I must get away from here. But I don't know where to turn. Interested in a little deal?
I'll get you out of here. I'll bring you to the landowner's farm.
I'll never forget what you did for me. I'll pay you, of course. You go first. We'll follow.
think.
I'll find my own way from here. Thank you. I don't know what I would have done without you. Please accept this modest gift as a reward.
Rosie will never come back to you. I've taken her to a safe place.
Safe? From who?
From you.
You'll regret this, you swine!
Nothing to be had there.
And he works all day, too.
Can you make me a prophecy?
Yes, time has progressed, and I shall give you a prophecy in return for a few coins.
How much?
For a paltry 1,000 coins, I shall risk a glance through time for you.
Tell me about the future.
All right, son of knowledge. I shall now enter a state of trance. Are you ready? Darkness pervades the land. Evil will triumph. The king shall lose his war against the orcs. You shall return, but you shall not find peace. That's all. There's nothing more I can see.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus, by the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hate.
Those are all just rumors.
All the dragons are dead.
That is good news indeed, but it does nothing to change our situation, which seems hopeless. The Seekers still have not left. On the contrary, I hear more and more reports that during these last few days, their numbers have even increased. Killing off the dragons has dealt the enemy a blow, but it did not suffice. We need to dig this evil out by the roots.
I talked to the dragons.
What did they say?
They kept talking about the power of their master and how he settled in the halls of Irdarath.
Enos be with us. The Black Temple has regained its power and is now sending its henchmen into our world.
What are these halls of Irdarath?
The Eastern Invocation Temple of the god Beliar. There are 4 of them in the land of Mertana, but this one is probably the most terrifying temple of all. About 40 years ago, the northern and western temples of this horrible deity were destroyed. The brave knights of that time gave their all to raze those mighty constructions to the ground. Back then, the black hordes of the enemy were helpless against the superior numbers and the heroic courage of the knights and paladins. It would have been easy to destroy the other 2 temples as well and rid the land of evil forever. But after the second temple fell, they simply disappeared.
Disappeared? An entire temple? Yeah, right.
Do not mock me. The situation is serious. If the halls of Irdarath have indeed regained their power, then it will not be easy to defeat the enemy. For that, you would have to find it first. And I think that this will be your next and hardest task.
We shall see. Zardas's book, which was believed to be lost. Where is it?
I have been expecting you would ask that, but I fear that it will be of no help to you. It has been magically sealed. I took it to one of our lower vaults, and even we have so far tried in vain to open it. That accursed Zardas has played a dirty trick on us.
Can I see the book?
Be my guest. I cannot imagine you being successful where the greatest masters of our monastery have failed. But go ahead and give it a try. Talamon is not going to stop you.
That was no big deal.
You already know what I think. Nobody ever asks me.
You are not permitted to go further. Turn back.
Pyrocar says I'm allowed to examine Zardas's book.
So he says that. All right, you may enter. The book you are looking for is over there on the alchemist's bench.
Been there, done that.
Could have told you that before.
Can't rely on that.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
You just have to listen. You just have to listen.
Let's wait and see what happens.
No one really wants to hear that.
Let's wait and see what happens.
Zarek Bundardo. Ah, the book's open. There's a letter and a key hidden inside.
Totally obvious.
The truth. I couldn't care less. Whoa!